going to be good. The line is going to be very solid. We just don't need to make mistakes. We can't beat ourselves. This is the thing. The offense can't beat themselves. The defense is going to come. They're going to come along. Of course, we didn't see nary defensive starter except Caleb Downs. And let's talk about that. Like, I mean, before we get to this, and I'm going to tell you, well, no, we'll talk about him, the players that didn't do so well, that didn't help themselves at all. We'll talk about that a little later. Caleb Downs got a couple starts. You know what I'm saying? I think he played. I think he played maybe 4 or 5 snaps, not many. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play many snaps at all, but got in, got a tackle. I was interested to see that. Lawrence got in, got a tackle. Of course, Barham didn't play. Barham still hurt. You know, but looking at the rookies, man, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited about the team that we have putting together right now. He said,
bruh,
AD is not allowed to return.
Because what is going on?
Trayshawn, listen, man. Trayshawn Holden's trying to make the team, and if not make the team, make a team. You know what I mean? He's really trying to make a name for himself. Should have let that go.
Come on now. That's high school. Yeah. That's a high school thing. Like, you don't do that in the NFL.
No, you don't. But again, he's trying to make a team, Autumn. He's trying to make a team. If he don't make this team, he's trying to make somebody's team. And you know, realistically, I get it. You work hard, you're struggling, you out there trying to make some, and he knows that he was one man away from breaking that punt return, the last one before that. He almost took that to the house.
But the good thing about it is how the defense showed up when that turnover happened.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, yeah. I said, okay, so we warmed up. We here. We in here. Okay. Like, well, I was impressed. They look good on that drive.
Yeah, sure. Autumn, even in the vanilla stage, I like the aggressiveness of this CP defense.
Yeah.
They're vanilla, not showing much, you know, and he got a whole bunch of no names out here playing.
Got a whole bunch of, I was like, who the hell is this, and this? But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, like, I guess it's still a good thing, though. You know what I mean? It's still like, we didn't know, you know, like you said, a bunch of no names, but they were decent.
Yeah, and I mean that we won the game. It's a preseason game, so you don't put stock. Let me show you guys how to watch preseason. Yeah, wins and losses. You're not putting enough stock on it. You're not putting your main eggs on that basket. But what you are doing with wins and losses is you're monitoring how you win and how you lose, because your team is only as good as your 2s and your 3s. You got a 53-man roster, and you have to segregate that roster out to where you're getting the best guys at every position, right? And so let's talk about it, man. We're gonna start at the quarterback. Joe Milton, Sam Howell. Joe Milton had a touchdown, right? But I still don't like the way that Joe Milton throws the ball. He has no touch. He is out there caveman-ing the ball towards people. You know, of course, he was 12 for 15, 107 in the touchdown. Okay, I get it. But I still don't like the way Joe plays the game. And if you look at Sam was 8 for 12, 94 yards in the touchdown. Honestly, I think if I was judging him, I like Sam's performance more than I like Joe's. Talk to me, Autumn. How you feel about this?
I feel it. But like we was talking offline, like what stood out to me was the fact that he got some wheels. Like Joe can run. Like he can get out of the way when he needs to get out of the way. So I guess, you know, give and take. You know what I'm saying? So but that's what stood out to me about him.
Yeah. And again, Joe's athletic. He's a big guy. You know, he's your prototypical quarterback. Your Sam is, you know, about 6'2", 6'3", and he started in the league before. He started for Washington. He's reliable. You know what I mean? He knows how to move around in the pocket to get free to hit his receivers. I like that. You know what
And
I'm saying? I like
calm, like he was very calm, very you could tell he's done this before, basically, is what I'm saying. So
facts,
he yeah,
facts,
yeah.
facts.
I
So
can see that on him.
so I'll take Sam. Who you got? You gonna go with Sam or you gonna go with Joe?
I mean, I guess I'll go with Sam too.
Yeah. A
I
20 or
get what
27.
you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, both quarterbacks were 20 or 27, 201 yards, 2 touchdowns combined. Now let's look at the running backs here. Autumn. Let's and look, I'm gonna give our quarterback room a B plus to
I can
combine
rock with that.
B plus combined play. Um Carries, Malik Davis 7 for 39 yards. Israel Abadakanda 7 for 36 yards. Jaden Blue 8 for 19 yards. Anthony Smith 1 carry for 9 yards. Phil Maffa 4 for 9. So
I feel like I'm a little surprised at Phil Moffa's numbers. I mean, I know it was only 4 carries, but 9 yards out of that was I think, was he the one that got popped too? I think one of them got popped at one point in time, but little surprised by that.
So I think honestly, when I look at Jadon, and I look at Phil, I think they got pulled early. You really didn't get. I mean, Jadon got 8 carries, of course, and we were committed to trying to run the ball. And even Shotty said as he was going to halftime, "Hey, we're not getting any push on the line. We're not getting any push at all, and we need to run the ball. We need to see what that looks like." So whatever he said to them at halftime, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he said at halftime worked.
Yeah. But that's what I think. I was just expecting a little bit more from Phil Maffa. I mean, just he was, one in top in the running. You know what I mean? So even more than Jadon Blue. So Jadon 8 carries, 19 yards. I would have wanted to see more than that.
Yeah,
yards than that.
We were playing more of the 2s and the 3s at that moment, more 2s actually than you were 3s. So I mean, again, and he was behind the second team offensive line. So we're gonna see more. I gotta see more of these guys. But I'm gonna tell you who actually helped his cause here, Malik Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Davis made a push to be running back 3.
He definitely did.
Even though Israel and him had, 7 for 39 and 7 for 36, Malik's looked better. He had a 14-yard run, the longest run of the night for any other running backs. I mean, we've said this. We can't. I'm almost afraid that if they finished in a dead heat, Malik and Israel or Malik and Phil, if they finished in a dead heat, it's gonna be Phil before Malik, right? Because Shotty in his type, he like big backs and he cannot lie. You know what I'm saying? That's Shotty's thing. But if it was equal ground between Malik and Israel, I'm taking Malik. Even though Israel's younger, I'm still taking Malik.
Yeah, and so then of course you can look and see he didn't do bad at all, but
you know what I'm saying? It's still one of those things. Israel's Shotty's type, but Malik is more dependable. He's been here and he's doing this for his 3rd, 4th year. You know what I'm saying? So
how do you think? So okay, Shotty has a type, bet, but how do you think this is actually going to play out? Do you think he's just going to play him because that's his type? Like,
he's going to keep getting chances. Israel's going to keep getting chances. Israel's flashing in practice too, right? So because he's flashing in practice, he's getting some play. Malik's not flashing in practice like that, right? But when you get in these preseason games and you flash, you make it right for yourself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Give me the
For
53.
everybody at that point.
Yeah. And see, what not only is it the 53-man roster, they're keeping 14, I think, outside of that. So, you getting that final 67 and you straight. You'll be on the practice team. And because you want to keep somebody, the practice team player, you want to keep somebody who you can take off the practice team, plug into the game if you need be, right?
Facts.
So, but the danger of that is that as soon as you put them on the practice team, they have to clear waivers, and other teams might be looking to grocery shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
And that's, we can't, there ain't nothing we could control. So
facts. I give this group a C plus.
I can rock with that.
Okay.
I was gonna say a C. I'll give him a C.
Okay, you give him a C. I give him a C plus. Give him a C plus. Um, Dallas receiving. Camden Brown had 3 catches, 62 yards, and 2 tutties. Camden Brown. Michael Trigg, 4 catches, 30 yards. He had a 10-yard long one. Anthony Smith, 2 catches, 28. He had a 23-yard catch. Tyler Johnson, 2 catches, 25. Jonathan Mingo, I see you, Jonathan. 2 catches, 20 yards. Jadon Blue, here's where he separated himself. 2 catches, 15 yards, right? Jordan Hudson, 2 catches, 15 yards. Phil Maffa, 1 catch, 6 yards. Let's deal with this, man. Camden freaking Brown.
That boy was out there getting to it.
He's the undrafted
All I could
free
think
agent.
was I'm watching these guys between him, Trigg. I mean, literally, between all of them, what came to my head was, damn, we got some depth over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty solid down the line. It's pretty solid down the line.
I agree.
That's reassuring. That means that these guys did well, and we ain't even seen the guys. We ain't even seen the bros.
No, you ain't seen the bros at all.
We ain't seen the real ones.
You'll see these with a mouthful of diamonds, smiling the whole time.
Doing the why is he so extra?
Doing the most. I tell y'all, people be worried about GP, but it's really CD you got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? The CD turn up. CD turned up for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he know he flies, so he got to turn it up 10 times. You know what I mean?
But shout out to our boy, man. He's staying in a $500,000 house on the outskirts of Dallas. Boy don't really spend money like that. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he want to have his teeth in, I ain't even mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Shine, young brother, shine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him at all. You know,
out there glistening by the mouth,
But to your point, Michael Trigg's a tight end, right? Schoonamaker didn't have nary catch. The other 2 tight ends in front of him, Brevin Spanford and Ferguson, was over there chilling, drinking Gatorade with a towel over their head. You know what I'm saying? Those are the 2 that's going to make the team. I can't imagine us keeping 4 tight ends. So tonight, on this night, I feel like Michael Trigg won. Schoonamaker, this is a year where it's a contract year for him. And I don't see him making a difference. And like I said to you before, Autumn, John Smith, what's my guy? Fant, Princeton Fant, Peyton Hendershot. You've been trying to get a tight end like Michael Trigg for years. Our tight end coach likes those type of bodies, that archetype, and we have one in Michael Trigg, and we got a dog. Hey, I'm gonna point out the fact that he was targeted. Michael Trigg was targeted 5 times. He caught 4 of them.
I mean, you heard his name throughout the game. He was. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. Chris said, agree, Maud. Trigg played good tonight. Played excellent. He played excellent. Um, could we get some more out of him? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he had that one drop that I was disappointed in him for dropping in. He was disappointed for dropping in itself. It was right there. But Camden Brown, from the receivers, like, yeah, Ken, and I mean, we've been hearing about him studying up in camp, but I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking. Let me incriminate myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he going up against them shady jokers in camp. He ain't really like, he going up against camp bodies. He not really, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He
That
showed
boy
me.
got out there. That boy got out there and averaged 20 yards a catch. Like, what are we talking about?
What we talking about? Like, give me us free. And look, the 2 touchdowns that he caught, Autumn, were contested. They weren't easy catches. It wasn't like he was wide open, right?
Yep.
And so I mean, I hear you. I hear all of y'all haters. I hear all of them. I'm hearing the haters in my head. Well, he's against bums. Ain't no bums in the National Football League. There's not people out there right now. These are the top 1%, even the camp bodies, or the top 1% that ever play this game. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Stop. And then there's another 1% that's elite. Yeah, and nobody's saying they played the elite guys tonight, but they still play professional football players who are going for a job. Who go to a job interview and put on their worst suit.
That part.
Nobody's doing that. And people are out there trying.
Cam got out there in a tuxedo.
Yeah. Hey, and the brother, look, he caught it on a jump ball. Caught it, brought it down. The dude tried to wrestle it away from him. Heck no. That's my touchdown. He got it. And then the one-hand wonder where he's like, it was the one-hand man like the fugitive. That was just, I expect those catches from GP and Michael Trigg.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I told you the announcers on my end, I think they were like Seattle local or whatever, but they was like, whoa, he mossed it. Did.
It was a great one-handed catch. Anthony Smith looks fast. Rookie from ECU looks fast on the 1 carry for 9 yards, and then of course like the 2 catches, 2 for 28, and then 23-yard bomb. Listen, man, he looks fast. He really does. He looks fast. So if we're thinking about it, we're thinking about the receivers we're going to keep right now, and this is just knee jerk from the game tonight. GP, CD, Flo, Camden.
He's
Terp.
Camden pleading his case right now.
So there's Camden, Terp, and then you got one more. Is that going to be? I think it would be, if we're looking, Anthony Smith was a draft pick. So you can't see yourself cutting your draft pick.
Yeah.
MVS, Skillet Hands is gone. He
that boy was zero. That boy did nothing.
Did nothing. He's gone. We're not worried about him.
Nothing.
But Jonathan Mingo didn't look bad either. I think Jonathan Mingo, because we did trade a 3rd round for him, he's somebody that we're going to keep on our 53 as well, right? But Camden is really making a push for that 53 though. If he has another tutty in the next game, you need to be concerned.
No, for real.
Yeah, need to be concerned.
Like big hot seat.
Yeah.
Because were we expecting this out of him?
No,
not at all. Exactly.
Not at all.
I'll show you, and I'll show you too.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
So what do you get at Room, Autumn?
I'm gonna give him a B+. I think they did what I think that group of receivers and the tight ends I think they played well tonight.
Yeah, I will agree. I'm gonna give him a B+ myself. Chris said, "Cut MVS. He's not even worth being a camp body."
That's correct.
You gotta have camp bodies out there, bro. You gotta have camp bodies out there, bro. It just it's part of it, man. You gotta have your camp
Because he
bodies
was
out.
out there, like
Yeah,
literally. Like,
you gotta have them out there. So defensively, um, I gotta go ahead and talk about this right now. I gotta talk about this right now, bro.
mm,
Caleb Carson, you really hurt yourself tonight, buddy. I mean, Kalen Carson hurt himself. I don't care that he had 4 solo tackles, 1 tackle for loss. He had on that opening drive 2 penalties, 1
okay.
holding where he was just grabbing. He was clearly beat, but he's just grabbing,
Yeah.
right? And then he had another penalty in there again for a face mask, right? And both of them cost the first down. You can't do that, man.
No.
You can't do that. And in coverage all night tonight, Autumn, this man getting beat. I mean, he got beat like a drum. He got beat like I did when my grandma said, "Go get the switch."
Please knock it off.
I'm saying he got beat. He got beat for real, Autumn. He got beat. That's what that was, right? He just did 21 didn't have a good showing tonight. I think he needs to take 21 off. He needs to take Deion number off. Need to, maybe go to 44 or something. No, that's Robert Newhouse. 43. You know what
said
I'm saying?
to not be on the team.
I mean, we need
And
special
not
teams.
have a number at all.
We need special teams. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we need bodies just in case. So, I mean, he's a just in case body, but he still hurt himself.
Penalties on special teams.
Yeah, he's. I'm telling you, when I say he hurt himself tonight, he can't afford this. This is a player who cannot afford to have mistakes moving forward on him. Can't.
I get it.
Can't. He's out of here. Julius Wood, 5 tackles, 2 solo. Julius Wood made his name proud. The boy came and laid the wood tonight. You know what I'm saying? He laid the wood. He came up and was giving slobber knockers. I was proud of Julius.
You know what? It's a couple of pauses going on right now. And I don't even be doing the pause.
She said it's a couple pauses.
It's 2 or 3 of them.
He played good. He played good football. Curtis Robinson, 8 tackles, played good football. 1 tackle for loss. Justin Barron, all he's been doing is just having a good camp. Justin Barron had those 2 interceptions against the Rams in the joint practice. One of them against, 2 of them against the Super Bowl champion and MVP quarterback. He had 2 of them against him. James Houston with the 2 sacks.
Was taking them boys down.
I'm gonna tell you something. Tom, what's up, Tom? James Houston was balling. You hear me? 2 sacks. You can say what you want. He went and got him twice. And what's his name from Alabama? What's his name? The quarterback.
That was on the Seahawks.
Jalen Milroe is not an easy guy to bring down. He's really not.
Because he was out there. He was balling.
He said Wood was thumping guys tonight. He absolutely was. But no, so James Houston, he may be an undersized defensive end, but when I tell you out there playing that 3-4 linebacker, he's quick off of the edge. He's dipping the shoulder and getting to the quarterback. And they were slap hands. They were doing the water boy at the quarterback. Slap hands. It got bad. I was like, okay, all right, I see y'all. Him and another person that I was really, really impressed with tonight, Maris Lafau.
Oh yeah, we were talking about
Maris Lafau. Super impressed with Maris on defense. He had a sack tonight too. He shared a sack with Houston because, like I said, they got back there and was like slap hands. I liked to see what I saw out of them. Reddy Stewart, I like what I saw out of Reddy Stewart. 3 tackles, a half a sack. Really proud of his effort tonight.
Mhm.
Malachi Lawrence got in there, and I was proud of his effort. Like the announcer said, when you think about Malachi Lawrence, he's the one you don't hear about. We hear about Jayshon Barnum, we hear about Caleb Downs. We're talking about those guys. And Malachi Lawrence didn't do nothing but just get drafted in the first round, you guys. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
That's
He's
it. That's all.
he he's not chopped liver. You know what I'm saying? And he's quiet, soft spoken, just gets out there and does his job.
He's going listen, he's gonna be a standout.
Yeah,
I promise you. Malachi is he's going to do big things. So
I
hopefully it's
like Isaiah Land and Josh Butler, 2 other players that I think really helped their cause of being a part of this 53-man roster. Um, Shamar James, Sam Williams, another 2, I think helped their case. Tyrus Wheat as well. Um, there's a lot of people on the defensive line, though. I got questions.
okay.
That running game, they allowed them to run that second team defensive line. We're going to have to look at again. I'm going to have to see LT Overton. I mean, although he's a draft pick, I got to see you do better, man. I got to see you do
Telling you
better.
that first drive was I was a little worried. I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah.
Because that's what it looks like. I mean, like
Nothing.
it was an easy before you knew it, it was 10 play drive already.
Yeah. Jay Toya, hey man, I expect better out of you, brother. I know you ain't have we ain't have our ones, our defensive out there. They didn't have A1s, but I mean, still in all, I don't. You got to see what it looked like, Autumn, when I got to take Quentin out to get some water and some air. I need somebody who's gonna come in the game and spell him, and I ain't got to be worried that they're gonna run down his back.
Exactly. That they're gonna be like, oh, we already got his number. We already know. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm looking at that. This is how I watch the game. I watch it that way from that aspect because it's like you're not gonna have your starters in the game all the time. They got to get a breath. They got to get a breather. And then, Lord forbid, one of them go down for a game or 2. You got to have somebody who can hold it down till they get back.
Like I don't think people realize how important the phrase next man up is. Like next man up doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, this is just this guy that's second string or third string over here. No. Next man up means you need to step up and be just as good as the person that came out.
Facts.
That's what next man up means to me. So you can't, and I understand that there's a level. Of course, I understand that there's levels to it. I understand that starter is the best person to be out there, but you cannot go out there and prepare to be run over. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for it.
I
No.
understand. I get it. So, I need to see more out of Bridges. I need to see more out of Gilliam. I need to see more out of Toya. I need to see more out of these guys. I got to see more out of you guys. You the big uglies down there. Tommy Dunn. I got to see more out of you guys. I just have to. I left my guy out, Siobhan Reveal. I can't do that. Siobhan played, 3 good plays, and he had a PBU and a tackle and got out of there. Siobhan, he looking good, man. I'm telling you, he looking good. He looking like ECU Siobhan Reveal, and that's what I want. I mean, had we have to understand Siobhan Reveal would have been a first-round draft pick had he not been hurt. And he tore his ACL, and you went to the team who has the best ACL doctor in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So, you basically like the $1 Million Man. They asked him, "Hey, can you repair him?" He said, "I could rebuild it." And he's looking like a dog right now. He's looking like an animal. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And the big takeaway here is CP's defense is attacking down freaking hill. I like it. They weren't
Yeah.
sitting back being passive. Yeah, there were times when the middle was wide open, but when you got cerebral players like, PJ Lock, Thompson, Downs, you got those guys back. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And Autumn, did you hear that there were players that came out and said before the Carolina game last year, they didn't know what calls were being called. They didn't know where to line up.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yes, the players were admitting it. Eberflus was hot garbage. He was big trash last year. I'm talking about big trash. I wish I had it in here because I would definitely do it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it on it.
Walk back with me.
Huh?
What do you mean? I don't think I understand what you're saying. What do you mean?
The players did not understand their assignments and didn't know where to line up. So he was calling plays that they didn't even know where they were supposed to be. So when we were getting just ran over and demolished, that was the reason. You know what I'm saying? Coaching matters. Eberflus sucked as a coach.
I don't know if you see that I'm like super confused.
Yeah, you
How
have a right to be.
Because I'm looking at it from both player and coach. Were there plays that they just never heard before? Like that's what I'm trying to. I don't understand. Or I don't know how this is working. How do you not know? How does he call a play and nobody knows what they supposed to be doing? Did they not? None of this has been practiced, or is this like okay? Sir, I don't know. Maybe I don't understand
the specifics haven't been given, right? So I'm not gonna make up nothing or try to engineer something. But what I will say is how that would happen is if you're running a scheme or a look that you haven't practiced enough for them to actually understand it. You may have practiced it. They may understand the terminology, but not know their assignments in that role, right? So it's like I could give you the assignment. I could tell you, hey, the play is I need for you to be in cover 2 and strong, right? But then I have an exotic twist in the middle of my linebackers, and it changes your responsibility to the third over here to not play zone, but to play man. And if you don't understand that because you don't know the concept, what you're going to end up doing is playing zone when you should be playing man, and there's somebody running wide open right behind you. And you're looking like, I don't know. So
and
the fact that
it's like so basically what you're saying is you just feel like that it just wasn't practiced enough.
It wasn't practiced or communicated, and he wasn't communicating. He didn't know how to connect with them guys. So therefore, you just had a whole bunch of individuals out there running around thinking that they're doing their job, and they didn't. They weren't, because they didn't know.
Because again, like I'm looking at it from both ends. Like how? What do you mean you don't know the play? You see what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? But if this is the case, what Chris is saying, he sucked as a DC, hot garbage. Then okay, I guess I get what you're putting down, but that's crazy.
Well, automatically, if I'm the coach, it's my responsibility to know that you know this information.
That's a fact.
That's why CP is doing what he does. He quizzes them when they come in the building. He's asking them questions. He's giving them assignments and going back and checking that information. So you can only expect what you inspect. So I can't make a call.
Good as your teacher, like, to be honest.
I can't make a call and I'm unsure that you know what's going on. Just like you're looking at me like you're like, huh? Well, I don't. Just how you looking at me, If my players are turning at the sideline looking at me, I'm in charge of timeout. Y'all come over here. Let's talk about this. I'm not fixing to just allow you to run the play and look horrible, right? So, not only those players are playing for their job, I'm coaching for mine. Just makes no sense, man. And that's why I'm glad that we have CP Christian Parker is doing his thing. I give that defense a B plus. The whole defense gets a B plus for me tonight. What about you, Autumn?
I can give him a B. I can give him a B. That I'm just saying that first drive, it kind of that's what stuck with me throughout the game. Now they made up for it a little here and there, but and it was good to see. It was good to know. Like I don't know. I guess you. It's like, okay, you come into a team, you're drafted into a team, and you're getting all of this praise in practice, and it comes time for a preseason game, and you get out there for a couple of snaps, and they sit you down because they know we ain't even got to see what you need to do. And I'm speaking to Caleb Downs, of course. That was a good feeling. It was just like, oh, okay, so they were so for real. So what was coming out of camp is the truth. There was no fluff there. There was nothing. He is him. We didn't even need to see you out here against these pros. We didn't even need to see it. We got you out there because we know it was people that wanted to see you out there. Now you gonna come over here and sit down because you're too valuable for this.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, we have another one next Saturday, the 22nd against Arizona in Arizona. So we'll ride down there to Arizona and then go back to Oxnard and for one more week, and then we'll fly back home for good to play uh New Orleans
Mhm.
for that last preseason. And once that last preseason game is up, we got the Giants at the crib. Gonna take care of it. No, we wait a minute.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
no. Are we in New York or are we at I think we're going to New York. We're going to New York, right?
Mm.
I have to check that out. I'll look at the schedule. Anyway, um, just bringing the program to a close.
And
Um,
nothing though. Who was it? I wanted to. So both Israel and Jadon both got 25, 23-yard kick returns. So that wasn't too shabby. I mean, it
okay,
wasn't too shabby. They got some. Yeah, I mean,
okay. Turbo. That position is Turbo Turpin.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
I'm just
I
putting. I'm just putting it
I
out there.
hear it. I hear it, but I'm like, Turbo got those are Turbo's things. That's why Trayshawn Holden had a beautiful chance to, make the roster and push. But yeah, he messed himself off. Hey, him and Kayla Carson cannot make another mistake. Not one. Now another. I gotta say, they can't make now another mistake, man. Pardon shots, Autumn. Pardon shots.
First preseason game. Overall, I can get a twos and threes, and I can give him a B. Overall, um, good to see my boys back. Glad that I'm back with my boys. Glad I'm back with my boys. I done spent some money, so I'm gonna tell y'all right now, keep it together. Keep it together. So yeah, we'll see what happens on these next couple of preseason games. See who's gonna win those spots. I don't know. I guess I'm just excited to see how it's all gonna play out at this point. I'm ready. I'm ready for the real games. I'm ready for the real ones.
uh, Chris, he said, can't wait for next week. Hope more starters play at least a series or two. Great show. Thank you, Chris, so much. Thank you
Yeah,
for
that would be
watching.
nice. It would be good to see some of the
I,
stars.
I don't want I don't want to see him till New Orleans. I'm good. I see him every day. I see him every day in camp. You guys, I'm watching every day in camp. I mean, I am scavenging for every piece of film that I can get. I mean, every piece of film that I can
And he
get.
sent them all to me, so I
I
watch them
do. I
too.
send them all to Autumn. I send them all to Autumn. I don't discriminate. She got to get them. She got to get them. But yeah, no. I mean, honestly, I want to go into the first game healthy. I want to be healthy for the majority of this year. This team is a problem. Here's my parting shot. I done told y'all I'ma be unbearable, unfreaking bearable. I told y'all I'm gonna do it, and it's beginning to start to look like I said. Now, first game, but let us build on these a couple more. Let us build on these preseason looks and the way that we looking in the twos and the threes look like this. Because I know what my ones look like.
Already, you understand what I'm saying?
My ones is nasty.
Y'all better know what the ones look like too. Y'all better know. We know.
My ones is nasty. So I know what my ones look like. I'm just not playing these games with you guys. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. That these people out here in Vegas talking, oh, they're gonna win 7.8. You want to put money on them? There's 7.8 games. We typically they played a weaker schedule last year. Well, yeah, man, that last year's teams is last year's teams. Period. Some teams that were good last year is gonna be bad this year.
That's a fact.
Every team will not be 2025's team, right? And even Autumn, you've heard
in the Super Bowl, like
Autumn, you've heard me say that we got that offense of ours in top 5, but we have to play like it again this year. So I'm not just giving it a granted saying, oh, we're going to do. I'm saying we still we're out here looking the part. You know what I mean? And I'm going to talk my yak. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to talk my yak. And anytime I see somebody talking down on my Cowboys, you're going to get it.
Hey, I've been locked and loaded for the past 3-4 days. I've been on people's panels and everything, running down the facts.
Hey, I feel like Mitch from Paid in Full. Anybody who owes me money, anybody who said some hating stuff, I'm gonna be on it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna be on it this year. I'm gonna be insufferable as a Cowboy fan. I really am because I see us stacking right now and moving towards the team that I believe that we can be this year.
It'll be an exciting season.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and be a part of Cowboys Nation here with us, man. Make sure you do that. Like us on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube and Facebook, Autumn's Facebook, and Twitch, so when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications, man. We are here. We'll be back on Monday. We're going to discuss what we discussed and talk about some things. I'm sure that we'll hear Shotty in press conferences. Jerry's going to come out. Jerry's going to come out and say some stuff. So we're going to hear Jerry.
He already practicing right now if he ain't sleep.
You know it. He's probably in the hotel. I need to practice on what I'm going to say at the press conference. Jerry is wilding. But look,
get his Botox.
Listen, he got to get it so he can be camera ready. We thank you guys for rocking with us, man. We're going to get out of here. We'll holler at you guys on Monday night. Peace.